Watching tape of these guys, Jared, what do you see from their defensive line? What does it look like?
Yeah, they've got really good defensive line and good defensive players all around. I think they're very long and athletic. I think is the best way to describe their defense. They're athletic. They can cover a lot of ground. They close well. Their corners are pretty sound and can close on the ball pretty well. So it'll be a fun challenge for us.
This season, it seems like you guys have scored on a lot of goal line fades. What about that pass do you like?
We've practiced it so much now. It's become almost second nature with me and the receivers. We do it every day right before practice. Do about 10 to 15 reps of it. And it's really not so much me as it is them. They've been practicing it for so long now. The technique that Coach Likens has taught them on routes like that and other routes is just they've done such a great job, and it's easy for me when I've got those guys out there. I can kind of just loft it over their shoulder and they'll make a play on it.
I think Kessler's the only other quarterback, or one of it's either him and Mariota have I think two of the only three touchdown to interception ratios that are better than yours. What you ever think going against a quarterback like that? Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a shootout, or does that ever enter your mind?
I mean, not really. He's a great quarterback, and he's done a great job this year so far. And it's always quarterback versus defense. I mean, when there's another good quarterback on the other side of the ball, it's definitely fun, and it's cool to see him play well. But I mean, it's nothing quarterback versus quarterback really ever, and it tends to be I'm looking at his defensive film, and he's probably looking at our defensive film. I'm never really too concerned about what the other quarterbacks are doing.
Jared, have you ever been in the LA Coliseum, and do you have any sense of what to expect from the atmosphere?
I've never been there. It'll be my first time there. But I've heard it's really cool, historic. A lot of stuff has happened there, and I think it's kind of similar to our stadium, the way it's shaped. I think is from what I've heard, but I don't know much about it.
Anything else, you guys, for Jared?
Jared, do you have any idea what it's been about road games that's made you guys play consistently well on the road all season?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's definitely has something to do with us against the world mentality a little bit. I think that's kind of for every road team, though. It's when you come into a hostile atmosphere. I mean, we played at Washington State on their homecoming, then we played at Oregon State on their homecoming, played at Arizona when they had a whiteout. I mean, we've played at some pretty cool atmospheres and venues so far, and I think that might have something to do with it, where you go on the road and it seems like everyone's rooting against you. It's sold out and they're all screaming and yelling at you, and it's not very nice things, but it's fun to go out there and try to, I guess, prove all those people wrong. It's exciting and it's fun.
Does it feel different than going on the road last year, especially in conference play?
I don't know. The atmospheres are still similar, but I think we have a different mentality this year, which is probably allowing us to play a little bit better on the road. And I think it's, like I said earlier, it's fun to go in there and see thousands of people who don't want you to do well and then go out there and do well.